Namaskar. Today I am going to discuss with you all what true faith is. What is faith? Now, you might say that why do you have to talk about faith? Because we all have faith in God. We are Indians. We are born Indians. Right from when we are a little baby, our parents teach us, जय जय करो भगवान को, ये हमारे भगवान जी हैं. How come, I know some people who once, through a discussion told me, I should say, emotionally hurt or egoistically hurt, How can you ever doubt my faith in God? Oh my God. And the person didn't read Ramayana, Mahabharata, didn't even know the spelling of Gita, but she had so much conviction that she has faith. So, there is truth in that. I'm not denying that. But then at the same time, let me tell you that faith never takes precedence over mind. Because mind we are guided by. Like it is said, we are Manushya. So, we are guided by our man. Right? So, you will see, whenever we are doing anything, we are planning, we are organizing, we are thinking, we are using our mind. Whenever we are in some kind of a difficulty or we have to do something, we have to really sit together, a couple of us, and decide a plan or whatever. We are always taking consultants with our mind. We are never saying that I have faith in God and He is going to direct me what is to be done. Faith comes from heart. Actually, faith comes from still somewhere inside, as a matter of fact. But mind is somewhere here, as we all know, right? Now, we don't do that. Mind, as you all know, is guided by reason, analysis, arguments, and so on, logic. But what is our faith? Faith is much higher and truer and deeper, as it is said, than our mind. It needs a lot of sincerity and absolutely no hypocrisy in the being, to follow the path of faith. First of all, faith, what does it need? Why is it that we are not able to follow our faith? Is partly because it's not all that easy, because we are not quiet human beings. In our ordinary life, we are very restless in our mind. Our mind is, a factory of thoughts, is working all the time. It's never quiet. That's why these days I understand even in the corporates we are being taught how to do meditation, how to concentrate, how to focus, how to meditate, how to gather all our thoughts together and focus it at one point, and then do not waver your mind. Of course, it's a very big training, I'm not saying that, but that's exactly what it is. To be able to look within us, we have to be first quiet in our mind, right? That's as such also a discipline. And not only in our mind, also in our heart. Heart is the place of emotions and impulses, all kinds of feelings, and also lower feelings like anger and all of that, right? So, it is only then when we are able to quieten ourselves that we can look within. Look within, because faith is on whom? Basically, faith is in the divine, right? And the divine is within us. We are carrying the divine within us. You might call it your Ishta Devata, our God, our Guru, or our soul, our spirit, whatever we say. So, this touching the divine, this divine touch we can have only when we have faith. And faith we can have when we are able to quieten ourselves sufficiently to be able to look within and not give total domination, total precedence, total importance to mind. Because all said and done, with all the good things of mind, mind is not able to reach till a further point it reaches, not further, whereas faith does. So, when we are able to be guided by our faith, which is generating from our soul as a matter of fact, then we develop all the wonderful qualities within us, you see. Then we become more patient, more understanding. We become we become the right kind of instruments in the society to maintain, to see that it is peaceful, there is no violence, there is no, none of those things that we wouldn't like the society to have. Now, our mother says that faith, the source of faith is psychic or the soul. And we hardly have any contact with our soul. That's one of the reasons that true faith, which now we are talking about, true faith, we have to have faith in ourselves. That's also a true faith. Faith and confidence in ourselves. Then only we can build our inner and outer, both the personalities. Inner personality at the same. But then faith in the divine, a strong faith in the divine is something little different. Now let me say, Mother says that an integral faith, not just a mental faith that I feel like this, but a total faith which even the body and our emotions and mind, everything, it has to be a kind of a very strong faith if we can have within ourselves, which is generating from our soul, mind you, not from our mind, then nothing can resist us. Because faith, the origin of it, let us not forget, is from the soul. So what the soul thinks is right, is absolutely right. Then nothing can defeat us. Nothing, everything will be on the right direction. Now, our outer mental conception denies the conception of the soul, basically. Now, Mother says that the soul has actually, in quotes I am reading, true knowledge or an instinctive knowledge, and it says, I know. I cannot give reason, but I know. This is the conviction of the face, okay? Because it is a movement of the soul whose knowledge is spontaneous and direct. Even if the whole world denies and brings forward 1,000 proofs to the contrary, still it knows by an inner knowledge, a direct perception of identity, by identity. So if now that is what is the faith that we can bank ourselves on, we first of all we have to understand it by our mind and then practice it. And for practicing it, we have to be quiet for some time. If we are facing a dangerous situation, if we are facing a very difficult problem, if we are facing any kind of hurdle, and just be quiet for some time and try to feel that I have my inner being, the soul. Why not ask him for the solution? And he comes forward. He does come forward. This is not I who am saying. This is the truth, the true experience of those who are following the spiritual line. When you read their books, you then understand that it's a kind of experience that we don't have because we have not been able to reach within us, right? Now, as I started in the beginning, that we all know that we have faith, we have a conviction, and we feel hurt if anybody says, what, you don't follow anyone? You are not a Hindu or whatever it is, many times we feel hurt. But then, that is definitely the truth, but we have to make the true relationship with that faith. That's what is wanting. Once we can make that, then it can guide our outer life also with those elements which are generating from within us, peace, love, light, harmony, and all of those things. And then our society, our own life, our community's life, our family life, and the society can be harmonious and peaceful. Thank you very much.